Hello everyone, my name is Diana Wright and welcome to N Vibes, Entertainment Vibes. This is your coolest hotspot on social media where we talk about everything that concerns you. We talk about relationship, we talk about religion, we talk about politics, we talk about the Most High, of course, we talk about everything, we talk about money, we talk about just everything that concerns you. Alright, so stay tuned, don't go nowhere, we're coming right back to you after these messages. Welcome to 16 Bars Multimedia, the home of good, true, original, clean content. Right here at 16 Bars, we specialize in
filming and acting, and singing and dancing.
We also specialize in
producing and engineering.
And we specialize in R&B and reggae.
Really, Jody? Really? Commercials, book publication, and voiceover. Right here at 16 Bars Multimedia.
We are many, but I don't see the rest of them. That's why I'm speaking this way, okay?
Well, never mind them. Please don't forget to visit us at www.16barsmm.com where you can buy our music and read all about us.
Don't forget to follow us on social media and like our YouTube page. Thank you so very much. Okay, well, welcome back again. Now, today we're going to be talking to you about something, a very, very sensitive issue, of course, and it's about relationships. All right, we're talking today about relationships, and on relationships, of course, you know, there are many topics on it. There are many people who say they have the book of rules on it. There are many people who say, well, there's 5 steps to it, 7 steps to it, 10 steps to the relationship to make your relationship work, and who knows, there may be even more, there may be even 1, there may be even 4. I don't know. And I am not saying that I am the be-all, end-all in this situation, of course, but with a little bit of experience that has helped me to come up with my topic today. And today we're going to be talking about 4 types of women. All right, 4 types of women that I do believe that if men, you know, pay attention to and take the time out just to understand them, then of course they would not be losing their women or their wives. Did I just say that? Of course. So today we're going to be talking about the experimental woman, and I'm going to shed some light on her and the type of character that she is. And I want to see if what is inside of her vibes with what's inside of you. All right. Then next we're going to talk about the conscious woman. And the conscious woman also, we'll be looking at a lot of things, a lot of little nuances and, you know, a lot of things that make this woman up, and see if you are able to relate to her. You men, that's right. That's you. That's what I'm talking to. Okay. Then I'm also going to talk about the experimental, innovative woman. All right. And this woman is somewhere halfway in between the two. All right, so maybe she's right for you, I don't know, but at the end of this discussion we will find out. And lastly on the list, we will be talking about the contract wife. That sounds like at this time we hear the drum roll, the contract wife. The contract wife, she sounds more like dangerous, but not really. It all depends on what's inside of you and what it is that you're looking for. Now, when we talk about the 4 types of women, I'm here to help you to shed some light on little things that I believe that are real foundation in a relationship or could help you to maintain your relationship. All right, so we will look at it all when we come back right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Silly you, silly me. Silly both of us, silly you, silly me, silly we. Silly you, silly me, baby. Silly both of us, silly you, silly me, silly we.
We want to know how you're vibing. Therefore, we are going to share with you how how we are vibing right here inside the studio of N Vibes. Alright, so today we said we will talk to you about 4 different types of women that I believe, in my opinion of course, why some of you men are not keeping your relationships. Alright, so first we talk about the experimental woman. The experimental woman, of course, this is a woman who looks for attention in every area. Alright, to the point where sometimes she might even, go to the gossip column because she has to stay on top of things. This woman is your thrill seeker. Alright, and by thrill seeker, I don't mean anything that's negative or bad. I'm just saying that this is a kind of woman that wants to stay on top. She has to be on top. She has to be in the now, in the limelight. That's your experimental woman. This type of woman, she wants to be current at all times. Alright, so whatever she has to do, she will do to stay in the now. And I'm not talking about anything negative or freaky right now. Alright, I'm just talking about the character of the experimental woman. Okay, she does not necessarily stray from her responsibilities, whether it's on the job or in the home, unless of course that has a negative impact on the way she moves or whatever is inside of her. So men, if you find that you come across this type of woman, what do? Do you let her go? Do you cherish her? Do you get to know her, or what? Alright, there are some keynotes that I'd like for you to pay attention to. Now, this kind of woman, she will not sacrifice anything for herself, anything at all that is going to keep her in the now. This woman will not sacrifice that. She would rather go somewhere or go away, and return at a later date. She has to make it. This is a kind of woman that she believes whatever is inside of her, God gives it to her, and of course it's natural, and so she is driven by that. That's the kind of energy that drives this kind of woman. So if you meet this kind of woman, you have to make sure that you understand her, because you can run into a problem if you think that she is just just wild. She's not necessarily wild. We just want to see if you understand her, and of course is what's inside of you or vibes with what is inside this woman. Alright, she's a go-getter. That's the kind of woman that she is. She will thrive. She will climb the mountain. She will go to the lowest valley. Whatever it is that is going to keep her in the now, and that is going to keep her in the nucleus of things. That is what she will do, because that's how the Creator made this woman. All right. And some of you men, of course, you may know her, you may have her, you may have had her before, but you may misunderstand her and misuse her and thinking that, okay, she's just a wild card. But like I said, if you don't understand her, you can really lose her. All right. The experimental woman, like we said earlier, she is a thrill seeker, and by no means I mean it in the negative. This is just a woman that she is properly defined within herself. Okay, and of course this woman needs love just like anybody else, right? But she is not the kind of woman that will sacrifice who she is or what she is for the relationship. She wants you to understand that this is who she is, and this is what the Most High placed in her, and therefore she's expecting you as the man in her life to understand that and to also help her. Now, this woman, I find in my observation that this woman would be the most grateful woman in your life or you have ever known. How come I say that? Of course, because there's a fire inside of this woman that will not be tamed by anything. And for her dreams and aspiration, if you are the kind of man that finds yourself in a relationship with this woman, you don't just throw her out. The best thing for you to do is to help this woman. Help her to realize her dream. Because once you help her to realize her dream, this woman can be the most grateful. Why? Because she, most of the time, would have gone to the valleys, to the mountains, to the nook and cranny. She may have gone everywhere in search to find herself, right? And if you are the person that helps to bring her to realize what the Most High put inside of her, then she can be a keeper. All right? This woman can really, really be a keeper. And once you've helped her, then guess what? The hunt is off. However, it changes to something else. She no longer hunts for that which is inside of her, but if you allow her, if you help her to find that God-given thing that's driving her, then guess what? She will spend a lot more of her time trying to maintain that thing that is inside of her. Once you've helped her, she will do her best to maintain that. So therefore, you won't have to worry about this woman anymore. But don't believe that you can, catch her like a butterfly and, put her or scoop her up in a bottle and help her and expect that she's going to just change into something else, or you catch her like a caterpillar and then you put her in a bottle and think that she's going to change into your beautiful butterfly. No, that's not how it works with this experimental woman. All right? You have to be innovative yourself. You have to be caring. You have to be understanding, and you have to understand her and see what's inside of you. Make sure that it vibes with her. And if what is inside of you vibes with this woman, with this character, then guess what? You will help her to realize her dream, and she's a keeper. All right, so I don't know if that's the kind of woman you're looking for. I don't know if that's what you're dealing with at home. I don't know what it is if you are confused. But now I hope that this has helped to put a lid on some of the questions that you've had about this kind of woman. Welcome to 16 Bars Multimedia, the home of good, true, original, clean content. Right here at 16 Bars, we specialize in
Filming and acting.
And singing and dancing.
We also specialize in
producing and engineering.
And we specialize in R&B and reggae.
Really, Jody? Really? Commercials, book publication, and voiceover. Right here at 16 Bars Multimedia.
We are many, but I don't see the rest of them. That's why I'm speaking this way, okay?
Well, never mind them. Please don't forget to visit us at www.16barsmm.com, where you can buy our music and read all about it.
So who would be the first?
I think.
Alright, well. I guess beauty before age.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God! Tell me, how did you come up with that name?
Well, actually came up with the name, kind of a long story, but not so much. Well, as I was growing up, my parents used to always tell me that it was like really a war for my life, my destiny. Just throughout my life, I've had different experiences where I could have lost my life, but God was there, and I've seen God's hand of protection on my life. So even in just my turnaround from doing a lot of negative things to a lot of positive things, it's been a war, not only internally but also spiritually. So I was born from war to fulfill my destiny. So that's where war comes from.
In my life.
1 down, 3 to go. If you're just joining us, my name is Diana Wright, and I'm your host right here on N-Vibes. This is your coolest hotspot on social media. We want to know, how are you vibing? Enjoy that. That was Michael Hill and Duwad Hill, aka Warborn. Of course, they are just so dynamic. There's a dynamic pair right there. All right, father and son. All right, I hope you understand that. What I would like for you to do is to check later on at the bottom of the recording, and you will see the full interview that we had with Michael Hill and Warborn. Okay, but before we go to the next phase of this, we'd like for you to subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button so you will get all the juicy information, and as soon as we post something new, because this is going to be every week now, if the Most High is willing, of course, and you will get the juicy information first. So don't forget to subscribe. All right. So now we are on the second phase of things, and we're moving right along nicely right here on N-Vibes, Entertainment Vibes, your coolest hotspot on social media. We're going to be talking about the conscious woman. Yes, I say that. Do I look like her? I don't know yet. We'll find out. Okay. So we're going to talk about the conscious woman. This woman is the kind of woman that believes in a type of a bilateral relationship, meaning that you take care of her as a husband, and she takes good care of you as a wife. All right. She's someone who believes that everything has to be transparent from the get-go. All right. When you have this woman, she is a good catch, because why? Commitment is her lifeblood. All right. This woman is not afraid. Guys, listen, she is not afraid to put on the pants and do the job. She will not be afraid to put on the pants and do the man's job if it means keeping her family together. All right. She is not afraid of getting more, of earning more or less, as long as she is fulfilling her part of the relationship. And this is the kind of woman that I know a lot of you men might say, yeah, there go my kind of girl. I don't know, but you know, some of you men, you might think otherwise. You might like the experimental woman. I don't know. You might kind of like the little kind of wild side. I don't know, but you be the judge of that. So this woman, commitment is her lifeblood. And like I said earlier, she doesn't stray too much from things. You might sometimes feel like, oh, there's no room for the novelty. You might feel like she is just a one-way street, and more likely, it's a yes and no. It's kind of situation. It depends on who you are. Right, and what's in you, like I said earlier, if what's in you is vibing with what's in her, then maybe you can click and make it work. But just make sure that you understand the conscious woman. All right, this woman, like I said, she sees commitment. That's what she sees. Right? She's the kind of woman that if her husband is sick, she will bathe him, she will go out, she'll do the work, she will take care of the children, she will do it all, because that's all she knows. That's what the Most High put inside of her, and that's how she is vibing. All right? This woman doesn't divert much from the relationship. So for example, if you're the kind of man who just say like chicken breasts, like to eat chicken breasts, better make sure you don't come up in the house next week talking about, oh, I want some wings, and I want some leg and thigh, and I want some oxtail, and, but all these years you haven't been eating these things. So what's going on? Who are you seeing? Where are you going? What are your boys telling you? Who is this? What is it? All of a sudden you wear normally you wear a moderate type cologne. But all of a sudden, you are now wearing something, what we call spiffy, something out there you can stay like a mile or two to smell it. What's going on? This is the kind of woman who, she's beautiful on the inside, but she likes surprises, but she doesn't like the kind of surprise that can have that negative connotation on it. So in order for you to maintain this woman, you have to just come straight out of the box at the beginning. Let her know what you like, what you don't like. Let her know how you're vibing from the very inception. All right, like I said, this woman, her keynote, commitment is the name of her game. Commitment is her flagship. All right, and if you portray yourself as a certain kind of man in the beginning, make sure that you're able to portray yourself as that kind of man throughout the relationship. Yes, of course, there is room for play and all of that, but within the confines of her expectation. All right, don't do anything too much to blow things out of the water, because you can cause problem on yourself. So we want to know how you're vibing. All right, this is how we're vibing right here. So right now, stay tuned, and we'll come right back to you after these messages. So who would be the first?
I think.
All right, well. I guess beauty before age.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh my God. Tell me, how did you come up with that name?
Well, actually came up with the name, kind of a long story, but not so much. Well, as I was growing up, my parents used to always tell me that it was like really a war for my life, my destiny. Just throughout my life, I've had different experiences where I could have lost my life, but God was there, and I've seen God's hand of protection on my life. So even in just my turnaround from doing a lot of negative things to a lot of positive things, it's been a war, not only internally but also spiritually. So I was born from war to fulfill my destiny. So that's what.
Guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below, and of course, also if you don't see the link to the interview with Michael Hill and Duard Hill, then of course next week I guarantee you it will be there. But we're always coming out with something new. So until next time, my name is Diana Wright saying stay tuned and let us know how are you vibing on the N Vibe Show. Good night.